Hello all, welcome back. This is Christopher Dana from Trinity Software. In this video, let us see how to create a word guessing game in Python. This is a Python beginners project, as this game tutorial covers the basic Python concepts like list and string data types and control flow statements such as for and while loop and also if conditional statement. The game is that from a list of words, Python interpreter will choose one random word. The player should guess that random word by entering one alphabet at a time. If the random word contains that alphabet, it will be placed at the exact position and shown to the player. Else, the player will be asked to guess another alphabet. So the total number of chances to find out the random word is set to 5 in our program. It is up to you to either increase or decrease the number of chances. Before moving on to the code, let's see the output of the game. So we have the heading. Also we have a hint message. It states that it is a stationary item and this is the 5-letter word. Make the guess. Let me press A. A is not present. It gives the message wrong and you have 4 more chances. So let's check with E. It is present. Let me check with R. Yes, I guess it is ruler. So I'm giving U and L. So we got the message, congrats, you won, and the random word is ruler. Here, if I want to play the game again, I have to type Y. So a new word will be given now, and the hint is it is a fruit. It is a 4-letter word. Let me start with I, is not present. Give A, is present. Let me give T, is not present. Let's check with some other character. H is not present. You have only 2 more chances. Or, yes, I think the fruit name is pear, but I'm not going to give P and D. I want to check how the output will look for a wrong guess. Let me give O. L. Okay, chances are over. The correct word is given. Again, it asks whether you want to continue playing. So you can press Y if you want to replay the game or N to quit the program. Okay, so that's interesting, right? So don't forget to click subscribe button if you want more topics on Python programming. Okay, let's move on to the code now. Import a module called random. This module is used to select a random word from the list of words. Then I'm going to create 3 lists, namely animals, fruits and stationery. Each list contains 14 items. It is up to you. You can have as many number of elements in each and every list. Okay. Then concatenate all the contents of this animals, fruits and stationery into a single list called words. So words equal to animals, fruits and then stationery. Now create a random word. The random word is generated by making use of choice method of random module. Random.choice. The argument passed is a sequence. It can be either a list or tuple or string. Here we are going to pass the list as an argument, words. Okay. This method will return a randomly selected element, in this case the word, from the list words. Then print word guessing game. After this, if you remember the output screen, I have given a hint message. You can do it with a simple if-elif condition. If the random word which has been generated is present in the list animals. Obviously, the random word will be present in the list words, but it will be present in any one of these lists only. So if the random word is present in animals, print into that the random word is an animal. Elif. The other 2 possibilities, either the random word will be present in fruits list or in stationery list. Random word in fruits. You are just going to print it is a fruit. The last option is stationery. So we need not mention any condition here, just the else part, and it is a stationery item. That's it. Define 2 variables now. One is a string variable called user guesses and I'm initializing it as an empty string. And another variable called chances to denote the number of chances. I have set it as 5 here. You can make it as 10 or even lesser number like 3. It's up to you. Okay. While chances is greater than 0. Whatever the content placed inside the while loop will execute till this chances become 0. So it means I'm going to decrement the value of chances variable by 1. So initially the chances will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and when it becomes 0, control will come out of the while loop. Okay, so within this place another variable called wrong guess. How many number of wrong guess is made by the user. So I am initializing it to 0. Then for each character in the random word, we are going to check whether it matches with the user guesses. Because later I am going to alter the user guesses by getting the guess from the user. Okay, right now user guesses contains only the empty string. So for each character in the random word, our example we have seen that here it's a 4-letter word. All the 4 letters will be iterated here. So first time P, you have to check if it matches with the user guesses. If CH in user guesses, in that case I am going to print something. I am not going to see that part now because CH will contain some alphabets, whereas user guesses contains only an empty string. So first time control will go directly to the else part only. We need to increment wrong guess by 1. So wrong guess plus equal to 1. Since it is placed inside the for loop, this will be incremented n number of times, where n is the length of that random word. And then print. So after the hint, if you remember the output screen, I have that underscore symbol printed horizontally. So filling the blanks, right? By default, Python print statement prints it in the next line. Instead, if I want it in the same line, by giving some space, you can make use of end parameter. End equal to, leave some space, okay? So this will be printed n times, where n is the length of the random word. If the random word length is 5, this will be printed 5 times. Okay, what happens if that particular character is present in user guesses? Place that particular character at the exact position as that of the random word. So I am placing the character, and then similarly here you will be using this end parameter. I want the guessed word to be printed in same line instead of printing it vertically. Okay, then what happens when all the characters are found correctly within the number of chances? You might have found out the characters in the first chance itself, or in the second, or in the third, or in the fourth. Then this wrong guess variable will not be incremented at all, because every time we are resetting the wrong guess to 0. So if wrong guess equal to 0, it means that you won the game, because you have guessed all the characters correctly and everything is printed. Okay, print /n, congrats, you won the game. And the word, even though the user has guessed it correctly, let us give the random word again in the output. After this, you have to come out of this while loop, because you may have more number of chances. You might have guessed it in the first or second chance. So in that case, you have to quit the third, fourth and fifth loop, running again and again. So you can use a break statement here. Once you have guessed the correct random word, you can come out of the while loop. Fine. Now you can get the user input in a variable called guess. Is equal to input /n make a guess, and then concatenate this guess with the user guesses. User guesses which is set to an empty string earlier. So user guesses plus equal to the guess which we have got from the user. So now this time this if condition may work correctly, right? Okay. If the user has guessed a wrong character, then we have to decrement the chance. You have guessed it wrongly, so you have only 4 more chances or 3 more chances. Write that condition. If guess not in random word, in that case decrement the chances by 1, and also give a print message using a formatting string if it's a wrong guess and you have this many number of chances. The variable placed within this curly brackets, the value of that variable will be printed here. So first time wrong, you have 4 more chances will be printed. Next time you have guessed wrong means you have 3 more chances. At one point, if the chances become 0, it means that you have lost that game, right? So you have to give if chances equal to 0. You are giving a print statement, game over, and the correct word is random word. Okay, obviously it will come out of the while loop once the chances variable becomes 0, so we need not use any break statement. That's it. So this program will work perfectly without repeat option. So let me execute it. We got the hint that it is an animal. Make a guess. I pressed A or no or E, T. It looks like cheetah. Yes. So congrats, you won. Okay. Now we have to add a few lines to the code so that the player can play as many number of times as they want. Okay. For that, I am going to make use of a while loop. Every time the user wishes to play a new game, a new random word should be generated. So let me place the outer while loop here. While 1. It means that while true. This loop will get executed again and again unless a particular condition to quit is given inside the while loop. Place all this within the indentation. Press tab. Okay. We are going to ask the user whether you want to continue playing or not. So you have to do it in two places. Here, when the word is guessed correctly and when you are not able to guess the word. Okay. So after this print statement, let me get the user input in a variable called again equal to input. Do you like to play again? You can type Y or N for yes or no. We have got two options. If the user has typed Y, then we need to play again. We have to come out of the innermost while loop alone. So here remove this break statement. Come out of the innermost while loop by break statement. So the inner while loop is this one, chances greater than 0. And then control will go back to the outer while loop. Okay, so that a different random word will be generated and you have to guess it again. Okay, if the user has chosen no option, it means you have to come out of the program completely. So we can use the quit method. So it will come out of the program. Okay. Similarly here, when you have lost the game, again you can ask the user. We will use a different variable to get the input now. Restart, and getting the input in a variable called restart. Do you like to play again? Yes or no? Okay. If restart equal to, what happens if you press Y? Since you have reached this point, chances is equal to 0, it is going to come out of the inner while loop. So automatically control will go to the outer while loop if you press Y. So you need not give a condition there. Whereas if restart is equal to N means you don't want to continue playing. So in that case you can give quit method. That's it. Okay. Execute the program now. It's a fruit. It's a peach. I guessed it correctly without any wrong guess. Do you want to play again? If I press Y again, you will get a different word. It's a stationary item. Let me give some. Okay, that word is pencil. Now press N to come out of the loop. Okay, so that's it about creating a word guessing game in Python. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, kindly share and subscribe.